hope you're going to have an awesome day today. Arrowverse here. If you have already, can you do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe while you had to go ahead and push that bell for notifications so you can get a scoop of my newest upcoming videos. It's going to be recapping the breakdown video. So we are back in 2049, and in 2049 it looks like Nora and Bar are playing a little VR game. Nora's actually pretty good at it. Then they get a phone call from their mother. Their mother is actually a little older in there. She's telling Nora she likes her article, and now she wants her to do another article. And Nora says, sure, what's the deadline? Then the conversation abruptly interrupts, meaning, let's just say that it ends in 2022. Iris shows up in 2049. Baffled and confused they are. So she sits down with Bart and Nora and explains her situation. Nora knows exactly what's going on, so she tries to rush her mother back to 2022, but doesn't work. She's stuck there. Now they need to try to find a way why exactly she's trapped her and why she can't even leave. So let's go back to the present, shall we? We are in the present, and Barry's actually teaching Mina, or I should say the Flash is teaching Mina how to use her speed powers, because it's actually a little difficult for her because she doesn't have organic speed force. She gets out of control and she runs away and tries to hide, I guess, be alone herself. So Barry finally reveals his true identity and says, look, listen, Mina, my name is Officer Barry of the CCPD. I'm a normal person. I have a normal day job just like you. Just trust me. You could become a speedster. You could be a hero like me. All you gotta do is put your mind to it. If you put your mind to it, you could do anything you want to do. Mina actually agrees with that point. So let's take a trip. What's going on, Leon U? We're on Leon U where Dawn is talking to Dion, and Dawn says, you give me back my speed? Well, how? And Dion says, whoa, you're gonna have to die. And Dawn says, wait, what? Are you serious? And Dion actually really does kill Dawn. So he kills Dawn, and let's just say that after he kills Dawn, on the telepathy, they have a radar system, and it contacted, I guess, Team Flash. And now Barry has to rush all the way to Leon U to find out what's going on. Barry finds a dead body mummified, a corpse, and yes, it's Dawn. So they're confused of what exactly happened, but they put two and two together and they say it was Dion. We're now at Joe's house, and Joe is, I guess you could say, not happy with the fact that Cecile is outside playing Vigilante. She's playing Vigilante because she has some newfound powers, but they're not exactly her powers she's using. They're actually Top's powers. Top's actually pays them a visit and says, I want my powers back right now, Cecile. You stole my powers. And Joe ends up making a phone call for Iron Heights because they need to visit someone for this situation. So in 2049, they find out that Iris has negative tachyons inside of her. Negative tachyons does not match with the organic speed force. That's why she's stuck there. So let's go back to the present. These are negative speed forces actually, and they freeze Mina and Ybor Thawne, and they can't do anything about it. They also freeze Barry, but Barry's actually stronger than that. Even while frozen, he throws lightning bolts at all of them. So the negative speed forces, they get down, but they end up disappearing. Said they'll be back, of course. But Barry is a little weakening right now, meaning, I guess, when he was touched by Dion, his negative speed force, let's just say it went haywire. But Keiynan, she's still dead on set on bringing Frost back to life. That is a whole nother story we'll get into. So Nora is back in 2022. It's also seeing Nora again. I love it seeing her. So she's explaining to Barry and Team Flash what Iris's condition is and how she needs to be able to stabilize herself and get back. Because right now, Iris is kind of in a coma. And Barry says, you need to go back to 2049 to check in on your mother. So Top and Cecile are visiting Domino, and Cecile wants Domino to read Cecile's mind and figure out why she has this power, Top's power, why she stole it. Then Domino gets really upset because Cecile just stole her power too. And Domino says to Cecile, "You are the most powerful meta in Central City." So, meanwhile, Barry has an idea. He wants to give Eeyore Thawne, his speedster back. How is he going to do it? Well, he's going to combine Mina's powers and give some of her powers, half of her powers, over to Eeyore Thawne so that he could be a speedster as well. Because they need to face these forces together. Barry needs some backup. Meanwhile, the rest of the Team Flash, they're the distraction. They need to hold off the forces as long as they can until Eeyore Thawne could get his speed back, and so that they can actually take the fight outside. And Barry ends up kicking their asses too, which is awesome. So Barry tells Eeyore Thawne and Mina, "I want you to create a vortex around them so they'll be able to stay still. Once they stay still, I'll be able to throw a lightning bolt at Dion." But Dion was not the target all along. This was Dion's plan all along. So as soon as Barry threw a lightning bolt, Dion teleported Iris from 24/9 to 2022 right in front of him, and the lightning bolt struck Iris. Yes. When it struck Iris, let's just say that, yeah, it really did kill Iris. I mean, she's dead permanently right now. And she's dead in Barry's arms, and Steel Forces said it's not over, and they end up leaving. Now, some particle, when Iris turned into particles, it went inside Eeyore Thawne, and it was like a shell. So out came Dawn. I know, Dawn is resurrected. Basically, Dawn says, "Thanks for the resurrection, Flash." Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I thought that was an interesting story. Now, when I saw this trailer, I was thinking to myself, isn't there supposed to be a missing character we're supposed to be in awe for? Who knows? Maybe, I guess it may be Jay Garrett. Alright, you guys ready? It's time for the breakdown. Let's dive right into it, shall we? So, this first part is Barry is absolutely sad and upset of Iris's death. I mean, this is permanent death, I'm telling you guys. So is Joe. She's dead. I'm not sure if they're going to have a funeral or not. So he brings his kids back to 2022. He explains to his kids this: Iris is dead. Your mother is dead right now. We had to fight these forces. But the thing is that this forces, they're giving Dawn his speed, negative speed force, which means I'm going to have to kill Dawn myself. This is it. This is over. So he needs to have the Tornado Twins and Mina as backup. Cecile is questioning Barry's judgment on why he wants to kill Dawn. I'm like, hello, he killed the love of his life, basically, and Barry wants revenge. Because it was a loved one and stuff. Wouldn't you want revenge? So Dawn is really powerful right now because the negative speed forces are actually giving him more speed force, more boost within inside of him. Not to mention a tiny bit of organic speed force because of Dion. So Barry puts on advanced tachyon devices on Tornado Twin so that they can equal Barry's, I guess, his speed, basically, and so that they could be able to keep up with Dawn and be able to take on forces. I'm pretty sure Jay Garrett plays a role in this, probably tries to stop Barry for revenge, but Barry's still dead on trying to kill Dawn. The thing is that I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to see a special character, because it seems like it's only going to be Jay Garrett. Maybe Daniela was just hyping up because this was the season finale. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, of course, I'll see you all in the next video.